Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, hello, my name is Loey and it was a really good mail week this week, and I've been traveling the last couple of weeks, so when I came home I had a lot of PR packages to open. I had some things that I had purchased to open. I have some text messages to open. I really wanted to play around with some new makeup tonight and just kind of toy around with some of the new things that I had. And as I was sort of collecting all of my PR packages together, I realized this is a lot of makeup that people have been talking about being like overhyped, or just things that have gotten a lot of hype on YouTube, particularly Fenty Beauty, some YouTuber collabs that I have to unbox, the MAC Nicki Minaj collection. I turned on my light a little bit, but Lily says hi. Hi Liz. I played around with makeup. It's been a while since I even did color on my face, let alone anything that's not like a 10-second super natural look. So I feel weird, but also pretty, but also weird. And yeah, we're just gonna talk about some makeup that I picked up, my thoughts on it, and whether or not I think it's worth the hype. Particularly, let's actually start off with Fenty Beauty. I was not on the PR list for Fenty Beauty, and so I wound up purchasing everything myself. A lot of what you're going to be seeing, actually I think almost everything else in this haul is a PR package, but this was purchased by me, just a heads up. So I wanted to talk about Fenty Beauty and kind of what I think and my thoughts on my initial application and everything. The first thing is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I felt like this was a really nice primer. It made my skin pretty tacky, which made for a really good foundation application. You can see it's a very, very pale color. It left no like color kind of a wash on the skin, if that makes sense. So like I didn't look whiter than I already am. And I really liked it. I mean, it's done well as a primer so far. I haven't noticed any like craziness with my foundation or it looking cakey or anything like that, but I've also only been wearing this for like 4 hours, which now that I think about it is actually a pretty good amount of time to wear a foundation. I guess it's like half the day. So I haven't noticed a lot with the primer in terms of it like breaking up or anything, but the foundation was what I was truly excited about. Primers, honestly, I like to have the matching primer to foundation sometimes just because I feel like they'll work really well together. But the foundation was really, really, really great. I got the color 150. It's a little bit more fair. It really does match my neck though, is the thing. Sometimes I'll go a little bit tanner with foundation and really work up the bronzer just so I look not as like dead. But 150 was a really, really, really good match for me, and this was a pretty decent way down the color spectrum. The Pro Filter Fenty Beauty Foundation is a soft matte long wear foundation. I felt like the texture was very, very nice. It didn't look too matte. It wasn't like suck the oil out of my face kind of matte because I'm already pretty dry. It's medium to full coverage for all, long wear, light as air. There's been a lot of hype around this foundation, and my immediate thoughts were that it was actually a pretty full coverage foundation. I thought that when I applied it with a brush, it gave me a lot of coverage, and I have a few spots just from traveling so much, but for the most part, I was like, my skin looks great after one coat of this. So I was pretty impressed at first. Then I put on my concealer, my powder and stuff. My concealer didn't sit the best on top of this, I noticed. I felt like I was getting a little bit patchy in areas where I was like maybe blending too much. So maybe I'll try a different concealer with it. I was using the Rimmel Match Perfection and I just didn't love the way it was going on. But then again, I used, well, I'll talk about this next. I used the Match 6 Trio from Fenty Beauty. I got this in the shade Light 100, and these blended so well on top of it. I mean, cream like products just blended really well on top of this foundation. So in this little trio, we'll move on from the foundation. So far I do like it a lot. In this trio you have the color Linen. This is a nice, she's just gonna knock everything. I can see that box toppling from here. Linen is a nice kind of yellow tone matte highlight. I really use this actually to highlight this area because my concealer had gotten a bit patchy right in this area. So that's what I use that for. And then on the tops of the cheekbones and kind of everywhere, I dabbed a little bit of Starstruck, which is more of a luminous highlight. And I liked it. It's a really strong highlight though. And honestly, I guess I was expecting it to be more not quite so crazy, if we're being totally honest. The contour is called Amber. I loved the contour. It's more cool toned than I usually go for, but I felt like it did great. And then I put a little bit of bronzer on top of it and I was obsessed with it. This looked really good. And in all honesty, you guys, I never liked my face before I put on my powder products. I was obsessed with foundation, concealer, and this. Like, I would have left my house. It was really, really, really good. This trio is 100p worth it, in my personal, humble, non-beauty guru opinion, that is. I think it's a really good price too, and this is great for travel. And I know that they sell these like singularly, like these matchsticks, but this trio trio is really good, and they make them for all different skin tones. So far, I've just been super impressed with the way that it literally, there's like a color and something for absolutely every skin tone across the line. It's really great. There are 40 shades of the foundation alone. So far, pretty impressed. So I had used all of those things. Something I didn't use today, but I did get a little free sample of, and this is really cool. They are offering free samples of Fenty Beauty foundation on Sephora.com. At least I hope they still are. I grabbed the color 220 as well, just for when I'm a little bit more tan, but honestly, I feel like I could mix I could like mix these together. Like, it's really not that big of a difference, and it just goes to show you, like, they really focused on everybody, and I would recommend getting matched in store. So next up in the Fenty Beauty range, so the last thing that I kind of used on my face was the Kilowatt highlighter, and this is a duo highlighter, a freestyle highlighter duo in the shade Mean Money and Hustla Baby. Now, when I initially got this, I looked at this and I was kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of dark. You know, maybe I won't love it, but I really, really, really like this color. It's a little bit peachy, and it has a light sort of goldeny duochrome underneath. I'm really into that. And then this color, Hustla Baby, is this gorgeous, gorgeous warm gold. And I wear colors like this when I'm a little bit more tan. So I did quite like it. I will say it's a pretty intense highlight. Even this one, which I used today, which is a little bit more subtle, especially when I layered it on top of the cream highlight, it was just a lot, and I like it a lot. It, you know, just something to know if you're into a more subtle highlight. The last thing is the Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer in the shade Fenty Glow. I used a lip color today that I'm gonna show a little bit later, but this is my gloss on top, and I'll reapply it because it's been a little bit, and it's a great gloss. Non-sticky, non-goopy. It doesn't feel plumping. When I saw plumping, I was like, oh, it's gonna smell minty, it's gonna be minty, like, I'm gonna feel the plump. It's not really one of those where you're going to feel your lips plumping or anything. I think they just mean like the color makes your lips look plumper. It's this really beautiful, like, peachy shade with a ton of shimmer, but the shimmer is non-invasive and doesn't feel awful on your lips, which I hate with glosses, so I really like it. And overall, my thoughts on Fenty Beauty on whether or not it's overrated is that, of course, there's a ton of hype around it. This is one of the things that I think is 100% not overrated. I'm really into the collection. For like a first time beauty launch, they did really, really, really well, and I won't go into that because you've probably heard every beauty guru under the sun talk about how spectacular the launch was. But someone who's not sponsored, someone who did not get this for free, I'm really into it. Something I was sent, however, and I was very excited for, was the MAC Nicki Minaj launch. Now, I was very confused because I got this tray of lipsticks in the box, and I was like, well, that was a lot of box to send with not a whole lot of product. I opened the box to find this inside, a beautiful cardboard cutout of my queen, my mother, Nicki Minaj, along, and that's a great stance, like my mom, my literal mom, and then the two MAC Nicki Minaj lipsticks. So MAC had a pretty big launch. Nicki has 2 lipsticks here, but also in the lineup are a grand total of, let me see here, 24 additional lipstick and lip glass colors. So in total, in terms of lipstick, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, so 18 shades right here, along with 2 of the lip glasses. I really want to focus on the MAC Nicki Minaj lipstick. So the one that I'm wearing today over Kylie's Candy K liner is this color, and it's called Nicki's Nude. I am a big fan of this shade. I think it's really, really, really gorgeous, and it looks really pretty on the lips. I, of course, topped it off with a gloss today, but it's a nice sort of peachy shade that I'm really into. And then there's a pink color, which is called, of course, the Pink Print. I'm obsessed. This is more of a really gorgeous nudie pink. I think you could wear this a little bit more sheer because, like, one pass you can see, but then you can like really build it up to something beautiful. So I think they're both great colors. I think they both look like something Nicki Minaj would actually wear. They're both great formulas. MAC lipsticks are amazing. Then, of course, there's a million different lipstick colors. I'm just gonna kind of show all of these. This one is called Gossamer Wing. This is like a really pretty kind of shimmery nudie color. This is called 2N. It's more of like a really, really, really light nude. I feel like if you were pale enough, that would just disappear right into your skin tone. Honestly, me right now. Bare Bling more of like a brownie nude, but still really light. Creme de Nude, an all-time favorite. And I think I actually have never had this color before, maybe. Wow, that is like as pale as me right now. That literally blends into my skin tone. That's a problem. The Right Note, this, again, it's just like a really nice variety of nudes that are in this collection. Like you can see, they're just really a hair off from each other. So it'll probably be all about like finding the one that's perfect for your skin tone. There are some deeper colors like Derriere. This one is Japanese Maple. This looks like my kind of nude, honestly. It's a little bit peachy, so it just gives the lips a little something something. I almost never do nudes that are like skin tone. This shade is Stripped. Then this color is A Girl's Got Needs, and that's like a brownie sort of shade. I actually really like that color. That's really pretty, and it's a nice matte. Okay, we have Easy Babe. That is a cute name though. It's like a really pretty brown shade. I like that there literally is a nude for everyone, and they didn't just stick to the idea of nude being like a basic pinky sort of white color, you know what I mean? This is Age, Sex, Location. I really like that as well. And then this one is called Among the Fireflies. I actually own this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous lipstick with a little bit of like a purpley undertone. It's kind of taupey. Like I think that would look so, so, so pretty. Playing Coy. This is a gorgeous peachy shade. I'm obsessed, like obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. That is really pretty. And I feel like corals like that look so good on tanner skin tones. This one is Bosom Friend, honestly. I said Bosom. Thought like it looks like Blossom. You get me, you know? It's late. It's late. You know I film videos late. A lot of these are just blending right in because I'm honestly so pale right now. This is Pretty Please. Again, just super light. We have Baby's All Right. Ooh, I'm obsessed. That is going to be my go-to. I can already tell. I love mauve shades. This, again, a perfect one. Patisserie. Is it patisserie? Is that how you say that? I'm uncultured, it's fine. Then this one is just multiple M's. Those last ones are all colors I'm obsessed with. There's a ton of lip gloss colors, but the two that I got are Under the Sheets. This, oh my god, I'm obsessed. Beautiful, beautiful shimmery shade. Then this is called NUDE Nude. Gorgeous. They're both really nice. In terms of whether or not I think this collection is worth it, I think that these two lipsticks are amazing. I'm really, really, really obsessed with them. They're both beautiful colors. And then the lineup of lipsticks that they've kind of curated to go into Nicki Minaj's little collection are really great lipsticks, and a lot of them are matte cult favorites, but I think most of them, if not all of them, are things you can get year round, so it's not like, you know, you need to hop right now. These are really great. I love both of them. I love the packaging. I love everything. The Formula MAC lipsticks is great, and I think the idea of like curating a little nude collection for everyone was a really good idea as well. But if you're like not looking to spend a ton of money, really and truly, these are what you want to be looking at, and you can always get your perfect nude later on down the line. MAC has perfect nudes year round. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette because I finally caught it when it was in stock, and I used it for the first time today. So the colors inside, you can see there's quite an array here of like warm neutrals and some pops of color. On the inside it says, this palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers. I was gonna say scrubscribers. Then the outside's really, really, really pretty. I really do like the packaging. I'm sure I'm gonna get it dirty in 20 seconds though. But I wanted to just talk about it because I've heard kind of mixed things, whether people think, you know, this is really good, it's like Morphe's best palette, or if it's like totally overrated. And anything Jaclyn sells, it literally sells like hotcakes. I mean, anything she puts her name on sells because she is like a god of makeup. Like, I've been watching her for years personally, and I've always watched her to get recommendations. And that being said, I have yet to be disappointed by any of her products. So I had really high hopes for this, and I can honestly say after one use, I'm really, really, really impressed. My shimmers, I did spray down with a little bit of Fix Plus and like put them on just so there was more of a punch. And that was because I just wanted some crazy, crazy, crazy color. But we'll do some swatches at random here. And I liked the mattes like a lot. And you know, this was a collab that was long in the works. So this one, I understand the hype about 100p. Like 100%, if you're like, I need this palette, I need this palette, I need this palette, get it. Cause like, who is she? I don't know her. The hype is real on that bad boy. That was a really impressive palette. Thank you so much to Jaclyn for producing this work of art that I'm going to probably use for the rest of fall and winter. The only thing that if I were to give criticism in any capacity, I love a matte highlight, but I really like this too, and I just kind of brought in my face powder today when I realized I didn't have a matte highlight. That is literally the only thing that I could possibly say that's like not perfect for me, but some people don't need a matte highlight on the daily, and that's not even a criticism. That's just like, if this was my, like, if this was the LoeyLane palette instead of the Jaclyn Hill palette, it would be exactly the same, except there would be a matte highlight in addition. So yeah, that's just me personally, and I'm obsessed. Now, speaking of being obsessed, Jaclyn actually raves a lot about these, and a lot of YouTubers rave about these, so I decided to go ahead and grab them. I own most of the Morphe like 35 whatever palettes, but these are the 25 palettes. So this is the 25B 25 brown palette, and in here you can see you have a ton of mattes and some shimmers, and it's just some really nice basic neutrals, and everyone just seems to like these a lot. I just thought I would try them out. Sometimes, you know, especially recently, I want to do more affordable makeup tutorials, and sometimes drugstore eyeshadows just don't do it for me. And I want to have like affordable options that are just like insane to the point where they're better than high-end shadows, you know? This is the 25A palette. I'm assuming that means amber or something like that. And it is full of warm tones. You can see I haven't even swatched these yet. This is like my actual live reaction. I've just seen people use these like crazy. Wow, that is gorgeous. Look at how far down that spreads. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. So these are great. I'm really obsessed. That last color was kind of whatever, but for the most part, I'm pretty into it. And these palettes are really inexpensive. I got them in a bundle for like less than $50. I don't even know how much. Not very much at all. Like 40 bucks maybe? So far at least worth the hype. And as long as I'm talking about palettes worth the hype, I went ahead and bought the Modern Renaissance palette. If you are thinking to yourself, I'm pretty sure you've hauled that before if you're a long time watcher. I have. And my movers stole this palette. This was among the things that was nabbed by my movers, and I'm still slowly kind of gathering together things that I know were stolen. So, you know, for the most part, I have a pretty large makeup collection. I get a lot of makeup on the daily, but this was something I really missed, and this is something I can 100% say is worth the hype. I did not buy the Subculture palette just because I like the texture of this palette a lot, and it's a little bit dusty. Like you can see, I kicked up some dust, but the Subculture palette kind of freaked me out, to be so honest with you. And like Modern Renaissance is just perfect. That's everything that I ever need in my life. Just like those pretty rosy tones. I'm super obsessed, and it is a little bit dusty, but this is one of those that I just think the color selection is really, really, really beautiful. And honestly, I think this is a good representation of, people always talk about like, what if your makeup was stolen? What if everything disappeared? This is one of the things, and one of the few things I have repurchased. This is really cute. Benefit sent me your foolproof brow survival kit, and I thought this was really adorable. Actually, some people I know are in Tahoe right now on a really cute trip with them. They sent this hoodie I was gonna wear today, but it just didn't go with my eye look, and it's adorable. Like adorable, no basic brows. I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed. I love camo. I love everything, and I just love it. In here, they include the Foolproof Brow Powder in 3 different shades, 1, 3, and 5. This is a really, really, really nice little brow set. You can see you've got a lighter powder and then a darker powder. I love that, and I love that they didn't waste time with pomades, because I personally never reach for pomades. I feel like they just give the brows a bad texture. If I'm gonna do a brow powder, I'd rather just have 2 brow powders. So that is the color 1. This is the color 3, so this is more like what I would use right now when my roots are pretty dark and my hair is just a little bit darker in general. And then here's 5, which there goes the brush, but 5 is pretty dark. They come with this little brush doodaddy that has a sponge on one end for application. It has a nice pointy sponge. Then you have a little teensy tiny spoolie too. This is a great little touch-up gadget for your purse. I'm super into that. They sent me a goof-proof brow pencil in the shade 2. I love it. This adorable little mirror purse that says laughter is the best cosmetic, and it has just a little mirror right there. That's adorable, and I'm obsessed with the packaging. And then last but certainly not least, if I can get it off, I have the Gimme Brow in the shade 3. I go through Gimme Brow like crazy. Sometimes I use it more frequently than other times, especially when I'm wearing makeup like every day. I find that Gimme Brow is so perfect because you can just kind of sweep it right through the brows. It gives you a little bit of color, a little bit of hold. It's everything. So they also included this really, really sweet little makeup bag that just says, "Hello, gorgeous." Hello, Benefit. Thank you for this goodie box. This was a total surprise, but for Sally, I hope that's how you say it. So I made 2 different products, one being the Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. And I've wanted to try this for a while, but never wound up grabbing it. So many people that I know are obsessed with this. And this is a very, very, very hyped product on YouTube. Listen, your girl is obsessed with skincare. I was watching, I hope I'm saying her name right. It's Sophia, right? Safia, oh my god, she's amazing. She used to work at BuzzFeed and now she makes wonderful beauty and fashion videos, and she was talking about like a Korean skincare routine and how she was trying that out and how it was 10 steps, and today I counted and I already take like 8 steps in my skincare routine. So your girl is really obsessed with skincare, and honestly I'm pretty excited about this. They also included the rose gold elixir. What's funny is I purchased this, it was among the things that were stolen, so I'm really excited to have it back. Thank you. Someone asked the other day, by the way, if I have any update on the movers stealing like all of my makeup, and the answer is no. I'm still fighting with the company and life is great, and I kind of stopped caring, for being totally honest, guys. I should be pursuing it further, but I have so many other things to worry about right now. So anyways, this is the rose gold elixir, and it has actual little bits of rose gold in it, which I've heard is not actually like good for your skin. It's kind of whatever, but this is a 24 karat gold infused beauty oil. I've seen a lot of people mix this in with foundations and stuff, so that's probably what I'm going to do with it. Can't say if they're overhyped, if they're worth it or anything like that. I'll get back to you guys on these, but so far the packaging is gorgeous and they both smell good. So that's something. Ooh, speaking of hype, let's talk about the Too Faced I Want Candy collection, because this has been something where I have seen sort of mixed stuff on it, and the controversy actually outside of the makeup, you know, like actual legitimate drama and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about the makeup itself because I think makeup is dope. Ow. So this is the I Want Candy collection, and this was created by Candy Johnson and Too Faced. I cannot think of a better makeup collab. They just fit so well together, and everything about this was really cute. It arrived in the cutest packaging ever. So this is the palette. I've only used this twice, so you can see I use Sweet Toffee, kind of in a similar look to today, but I kept it really neutral. I'll just kind of swatch at random here. We'll take that taupe color. And I will say the only thing that I had any grief with was I felt like that copper color, it took a lot of building up, and it was a little, it was just a bit finicky. I wish I had sprayed some Fix Plus or something like that and really built it up to get shiny. But you can see in swatching it looks gorgeous. With a brush, I felt like it just wasn't picking up the greatest. Overall though, I found the colors to be very pigmented, very blendable, and I really love the packaging. It literally smells like candy. It's amazing. And I like that it has these colors, and then you also have these really nice highlights. Again, I love a good matte highlight. I love a good shimmer option. They include a nice deep black. This could be your everyday palette easily. You could switch it up for day or night. Like, you've got these really great kind of dramatic shimmery shades, or you can keep it really neutral. I really liked this. The packaging is a little bit bulky, but it's really cute, looks very Candy Johnson inspired, and the palette itself is really nice. That being said, I think my favorite part of this collection was the melted matte candy lipsticks. I'm obsessed. These are so good. I wore this one for a while the other day. It's called Freshly Baked. It's this gorgeous pink color. Number one, they smell amazing. They smell like candy. I'm obsessed. Look at the pigmentation. It's gorgeous. Lasted for freaking ever, and the packaging and everything, I cry. The others I have not swatched nor tried. So this one is called Tropical Punch. I should really roll up the sleeve of my sweater there. This one is a gorgeous hot pink. I'm really into it. I think I may have just gotten a little bit cross-eyed just then. Look at that. That's a candy color. That is Candy Johnson in lipstick. Like, I'm so sorry that Candy gave away part of her soul for that, but I'm really into it. Melted Ice Cream is really pretty. This is like a peachy sort of a nude color. Oh my god, I don't want to drag my swatches out too far, but I just get so impressed with the pigmentation. It's an actual legitimate problem. And then the last shade is another perfect, my dogs, the best. Is another perfect candy shade, and this one is called Sweet and Sour. This is actually a gorgeous kind of like orangey red, which I like for spring, and I also love for this time of year. I think I like it year round, if we're being totally honest. I don't really wear it in the winter, but like right now in the fall, obsessed. And now I have to take all of this off of my hand. Good job. Bless you, kitty. So it looks like a few of them are actually staining, which is honestly usually 9 times out of 10 a good sign for me with lipstick. Like, look at that. On my hand for less than 20 seconds. I'm so obsessed. Next up, we have the I Want Candy Banana Pudding Powder. I will say I have not used this. It is a brightening face powder. It's ridiculous. You can see here, it's just a really nice like yellowy sort of powder. I never really gravitate towards powders like this, but I really think I should, because that's a nice, really like light brightening effect. It's not super yellow, so haven't tried that enough to like say if it's worth the hype or not. Something I have tried is the Candy Glow Luminizer, and I liked it. I feel like this is more of what I'm looking for when I do a cream highlight. It's definitely a highlight, but it's not super strong. Like when I put on the highlight today from Fenty Beauty, I was just like, whoa, like you can't dial that back. With this, you can always amp it up. You can't dial a highlight back, really. So I'm really into it, and I will continue to use that very frequently. The last thing is something I have genuinely mixed opinions on, and this is the I Want Candy liner? Yeah, just the candy liner. This is a liquid black liner, and I, like everyone else you've heard review this collection, initially thought, oh, well, that's cool, another liquid liner. But no, this is the applicator, and I'm gonna give the camera a second. Do you see that? It's a slanted tip applicator. It's like a really soft felt tip, but it's got a slant to it. For me, I cannot do my entire eyeliner like this, but I do feel like it's very good for just getting my cat eye. I feel like the shape of it is a little bit too awkward to do my entire eyeline with, but for me, just doing a quick little flick and then filling in with a different liner works really well. And that's usually how I have to do my eyeliner anyways. I can't use the same eyeliner that I'll do for like my edge. Like I'll usually use a felt tip or something for my wing, and then I'll fill it in with a brush tip just because that's what I prefer. That might be a personal thing. I just felt like the applicator was a bit hard to get a nice tiny inner corner with, but I really do like it for what I just mentioned. So all in all, the I Want Candy collection, the lipsticks are insanely good, like insanely good. And if you like Too Faced liquid lipsticks, you'll be obsessed. I do like the palette. There were a few colors that I thought could be a little bit better. I do like the palette. I like the eyeliner for kind of a specific use, if that makes sense. And I also like the highlight. And I haven't really tried the powder enough to say if I'm, you know, into it. This was also a good makeup bag week because Too Faced sent me this little makeup bag with a Better Than Sex mascara in it. And I go through Better Than Sex mascara like it's literally water. So thanks, Too Faced. Y'all always get me. I've heard so much about the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is a primer and a moisturizer in one. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna try it right now for the first time on my hand, but a primer and a moisturizer in one, please count me in. That's all I ever need in my life. It feels great. Feels great. I literally am 2 seconds in. It feels really nice and hydrating without being like slick or oily. Doesn't really have much of a scent, a very light one if that. It actually really smooths out the texture too. With my Hangover primer, I feel like it's just moisturizing, you know what I mean? This is moisturizing, but it smooths the texture and it dries down really well. I'm super into that, but of course I have to try it with foundation. Wow, can you guys see how like smoothed out this hand is? Promise it's not an ad, but like, I don't know, I'm kind of impressed. I feel like you can't tell at all. Origins sent me a little care package with some goodies. The Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. I love this mask a lot. I love everything with rose. Anything that smells like rose, it's fine. It's a really nice one. And then I've never tried this actually. This is a Mega Mushroom Skin Relief Face Mask. So this is supposed to rapidly reduce visible redness, blotchiness, and reactivity. Use as needed, apply liberally, 10 minutes, and then you wipe it off. This would actually be really good pre-makeup application. For me today, I was having a lot of redness because my skin is just kind of irritated right now. This one is amazing for when my skin is giving me issues. This is the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask. This is great for pore clearing out, for acne. I love this mask. So thank you to Origins for the little goodie box. MAC also sent me such a random package with these new Gently Off wipes with micellar water. And this is a huge thing of them, so thank you. 100 wipes in this bad boy. I'm never gonna need to buy makeup wipes again. I'm obsessed. Thank you very much. They also included their collection with, is it Taraji? I hope that's actually how you say that. Hennessy. It's the Viva Glam lipstick and lip gloss. So here is the lipstick. It's a really gorgeous color. Not normally one I would gravitate towards, but I could see that looking gorgeous. Maybe I should try to work that. How pretty would that be with like an ombre lip? I need to be more adventurous. That's a pretty color and it's got a great shine. I'm gonna put it on its own for, I die. I literally die. I'm so sorry. Like all other lip glosses can go home. You are no longer needed. I'm gonna put it on top of the lipstick just to see. It turns it into this like golden, like dark honey color. So that's it right there. You can see it. I'm so into it. Elf just sent me some little odds and ends. One thing being the hydrating bubble mask. You know what's funny? I've never actually tried this. I've gotten a few rounds of PR with this mask in it, and it must just be Elf's way of saying, no, seriously, Lo, like try it, because I've never actually done it. And this is such an inexpensive product. I think it's 10 bucks. This hydrating and nourishing gel transforms into a bubble mask on the face. Watch as bubbles fizz and foam to remove excess dirt and cleanse pores for glowing, healthy looking skin. I'll do it tonight. I'll take the plunge when I take my makeup off and just use it and get back to you guys, because I have gotten too many of those and never used them. I've given some away, like I've gotten so many. This is interesting. This is the Eye Primer Transformer in Glittering Gold. This is matte to metal. What in the world? This long wearing and crease proof eye primer transforms everyday eyeshadow into a luminous look. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, so it transforms matte to metallic eyeshadows. That's interesting. It's a beautiful, beautiful gold color. Should we try it out? Should we see if it's clickbait? Okay, we're gonna take, let's just go with this matte color up here. Just like a warm brown color. Just gonna layer it on the primer. It's not really metallic. It just, I mean, it has a little bit of sheen. You can see there where I layered it. Yeah, that's clickbait, dude. That is clickbait. It obviously gives it a sheen and makes it a little bit more golden-y, but it, you know, I think that's interesting and it's a good concept. I would probably have to try it out and actually see what it did like with a brush and stuff like that when I'm actually packing on the color. There is a blush in the color Glow. Sometimes I get so nostalgic seeing old like Elf packaging like this, because their brand has changed so much in the past couple of years and they've become such like a quality makeup brand. And they were a quality makeup brand before, but like their products have changed so much that when I see the old school, I just get kind of emo. So this is called Glow. It's actually super pigmented. What the heck? That is really pretty. That's not a color I would go towards on the daily just because I need something a little bit fairer than that, but it's really, really, really pretty. And when I'm tan, you bet your bottom dollar. Then we have the Baked Highlighter and Blush Duos. Who says bet your bottom dollar anymore? Am I okay? And then I have these in two different shades. One is called Bronzed Glow and the other is called Rose Gold. Ooh, I'm obsessed with both. Like, look at that highlight. Like, I cry. It's literally fine. They're really dry is the only thing. Like, super duper duper dry. Ooh. And I just feel like with things like that, like it's so hard to get your brush into, you know what I mean? Like you have to use such a tiny face brush. So I would probably wind up just swirling it together like this and just using it as one shade. And then it turns into a nice highlight. It is really pretty. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's just a dry product, honestly. I'm gonna do the same thing on this one because like I would never use a bronzer that's that tiny. I have to swirl my brush around. So this color is even drier and it has like no pigmentation. It's literally like nothing's there. So I think those I'm gonna just recommend steering clear from. I didn't think they were worth it. The last thing that I have to show you guys, well, I actually have this little guy. This is the I Do Care Berry Bubbly Clay Mask. I got this from Mimi Box. They sent it over and I really cannot wait to try this. I love, love, love Japanese and Korean and just like, I mean, any skincare that's not like from my country, because I just feel like other people's skincare is so interesting, especially Korean skincare. Like people that use that skincare their whole lives, they just never age and it's beautiful. So this is the I Do Bubbly Mask. It's really cute. I cannot wait to try that. Everything on here is in Korean. Oh, apply an even layer all over cleansed face or targeted spots. But it doesn't say like what it's supposed to do or anything like that. It just says like how to apply it. So I will give that a try another night because tonight is all due to Elf. When I had first started out on YouTube and I lived in Kansas, I used to get PR packages from this brand called Borghese, and I still have some of their makeup products. I really loved it, but I stopped receiving them. What's so funny is like I'll think I've recommended everyone with an updated address when I move, and I've always missed a few people, and they were just one of those brands that kind of like fell to the wayside for me, and they finally sent me some new stuff. They found me in LA and they sent me some new stuff. So this is the Fango Active Mud for Face and Body. I've used a million and ton of these, but I love what they've done with the packaging. It used to come in these glass jars. One time I broke the glass jar. Now it comes in a great, great little plastic tub, and I'm obsessed. The packaging is beautiful. We also have the Fango Delicito mud for delicate dry skin. So they have different types of mud masks. They have an active mud. Usually I use active mud, and active mud can be a little bit tingly on the skin. I'll use it when I've had a a really rough week and I need to like get things out of my pores. This is made specifically for dry skin, so you're gonna get more hydration and stuff in there. Oh my God, I miss that smell. Oh, I haven't had this stuff in so long. We have the restorative eye sheet masks, and this is pretty dope. They just come in little packs where you get 2 of the little eye masks, and I usually never use these just because I feel like they're such a waste. Like, you use it once and I feel like they're so expensive, but I can totally justify it since they sent it as PR. We have the cream cleanser, which I've never tried before, I don't think. I've tried their active mud cleanser, but never this. This is a huge thing of it too. So use morning and night to deep cleanse and remove makeup. Their skincare is so good, you guys. This is a makeup brand that everyone sleeps on, and it makes me really sad. This is the intensive age-defying exfoliator. I actually don't have a nice kind of more delicate exfoliator. I only have something for when my skin needs to be like scrubbed out, and it's from Lush. It's the sea salt scrub. What is it called? Ocean salt, and it's intense. So I'm excited to have something a little bit more fine and just not as like crazy. Last but not least, we have the hydrating concentrate. I love a good serum. I love a good oil. I love a good concentrate. I am so dry. I'm gonna like actually pop a little bit on the back of my hand just because I'm almost done with this haul and I hate not talking to you guys. Oh, it smells so good. It's like it's really hydrating, like super moisturizing. That's wonderful. Thanks for asking. And it sinks in quick. Thanks. I was about to finish up and then I realized I had not shown this. I got a crazy package from Model's Own, which I didn't even know that they knew who I was, so that's lovely. But they sent me over some things, which is so cool because I've literally never tried this brand. We have the Celestial Face Glitter Kit here. So this has a ton of glitter. This is gonna be great for festival season. I actually might be going to Austin City Limits, you guys. If I do, I'll die, like legitimately die. I'll be so excited. So then we have 2 palettes. This is the Celestial palette. This is an eyeshadow palette full of like kind of more soft pastel-y colors. I'll just do, oh my God, they're really soft, like really soft. They're so metallic. Not the like most insane pigmentation I've ever seen, but they're pretty, and honestly for what they are, like you're gonna be packing those on, you're not gonna be like sweeping them, so I'm fairly impressed with that. Then we have the AM kit, and this is just supposed to like make you look a little bit brighter. It's really nice. They're like 6 shadows, a little blush. I'll do some more swatchy swatches. These shadows are so nice, it's actually obscene. Like that's not normal. That's not normal. Then down here I'll put the blush. So those are the shadows and then the little blush. So I like those. I like the packaging on that as well. And then I have a few more things. Very excited to play with some Model's Own stuff. I literally have never tried it before. We have the Celestial Lip Glitter Kit. So in here you get some like glitter adhering gel along with this gorgeous color down here. We also have the Chrome Lip Topper. That doesn't look very hollow, does it? Is that hollow? Maybe I'm not holosexual anymore. Maybe I've changed, like that I can't recognize hollow. It's a little bit duochromy. I wouldn't quite call that a hollow gloss, but it is really nice and it's just clear. It'll probably just change your lip color a little bit in the light. Then we have this Luxe Stick, a velvet lipstick in the shade Whisper. And this packaging reminds me a lot of Burberry, but this color, it looks nothing like the color on the box, but it is a beautiful pink shade. I like the packaging a lot. It's like magnetic and it adheres really well. We have another one of these glosses, but this one is more of a hot pinky color. Hello, kitten. This one has a lot more pigmentation, obviously, but actually look really nice over that lipstick. We're gonna do half the lippy. Ooh, that really does change the color. Hello. That changes the color a lot. So down at the very bottom is what the lipstick looked like. Oh, that's pretty. Last, we have their eye definer duo. We just have a black pencil on that end, and on this end we have a black liquid. So a really nice way to just have all of your eyeliner in one. Actually, I think I'm gonna use that as my next liner. No one talk about what I just did there. Okay guys, that's it for this haul. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this, then I'll do more videos like this and more talking about overrated products and overhyped products and whether or not they're worth it. So if you guys liked it, I will do more. I love you all so much and I'll catch you next time. Bye.